Terry, So Much Glitter. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here today. So today we're just going to be playing a little bit with foiling and finishing up Christmas cards. I honestly could make Christmas cards year round. I just love it. But I'm not going to because I love other crafting too. But I did send off all my Christmas cards and all my swap cards and everything. So that's good to go. Now I just need to finish up my cards for my office party. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of a mixed media feel with those. I have some printables that I have purchased from Red Deb on Etsy. If you love vintage, you have to check her out. I absolutely love her vintage Santas because I'm the vintage Santa sucker. I just love, everything is so nostalgic, so colorful. I love it. And then I printed out a Thanksgiving, like our Thanksgiving journal kit for her too, because I was going to do a recipe book. I've run out of time. So, but I am going to do that still. It just, everything gets so busy. School has been extremely busy. Work has just been insane. So I'm just trying to get through to my vacation. But today I want to do some foiling. So I have some Deco Foil, like card fronts out. And I'm just going to be using my Deco foil. I'm not getting out the good stuff, which is my Crafty Critta and Pink and Main, because people that don't craft don't really recognize the difference in the quality of the foiling. They just love the art that you created for them, and they're amazed by that. So it gives me a really good opportunity to use up my hoard, and in the new year, maybe treat myself a little bit on the good stuff. So I did forget to get my transfer folder out, so I'm going to go reach for that. I'm just going to be foiling some card fronts today, and I don't think I'm going to have time to start cutting these up, but I am going to put these two videos that I'm doing together because it's early on a Saturday morning for me, and I have quite a few errands to run. I'm going to do baking with my daughter-in-law and my grandson, so I'm super excited. I have homework to do. Like, I have so much I need to do before noon. So when you're watching this, it's all going to be put together. But I want to do some card fronts. I don't exactly know how I want to decorate the cards, because I do want to do some ink blending. I want to have some foiling. Like, there are things that I want. These are Crafty Critta. I really love these. These are simple card fronts that you could use and make a card. You could foil it, stamp a sentiment, write a note, do what you will. Put it on a card base. You're good to go. I'm probably not going to use these today. I just had these out because I thought I was going to use them. But then when I saw my Red Deb collection, I was like, no, these need to be the focal point, and the foiling is going to enhance all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to foil a few card fronts, and I'm going to probably foil 4 of them because I have a 12 by 12 transfer sheet here. And let's do something a little bit different. So I'm going to do that. So my Mama Mink, she's all ready to go. I like her on 3, and this is not hot foiling, this is toner foiling. So I like her on 3. I get really good results with that. I don't have issues, you know, with anything regardless of the foil that I'm using. And Deco foil is more of like a beginner type foil. It's really forgiving. It's not very expensive, so that's really nice. So if you want to get into foiling, I suggest starting off with Deco foil, because that is what I did, and I learned. I don't know how I want to put these in here. I learned really well, and it was just so pretty, and you got instant results. It's kind of like embossing. It just was a lot of fun. So let me cut up some foil, and I have my dedicated foil scissors off to the side, which you probably cannot see, so I apologize, that I only use for foiling. And I'll show you my dusty brush. So I am a member of the Foiling Snobs Club Facebook group, and that's with Nancy and Tracy Schultz. I like it there. I've learned a lot. They're not snobs. It's just a pun on the name. But I've learned a lot over there. It's a really good community, and everyone's there to help everyone. And I'm gonna try to cut this straight. I know there are like foil trimmers and all of that. And I might have not cut that straight, but it's okay. I just I do my best with what I have. Oh, I really cut that off. Okay. So I've learned a lot about toner foiling over there. I've learned a lot about some great products, so that's really exciting. And then I have my dedicated makeup brush, and I might need to move so you can see me, so I apologize. So I do like that over there, and it's just really good inspiration and good community. And if you like card swaps, they do card swaps as well. I don't think this is gonna fit. Oh, it is. Perfect. And so Dusty. There's the sticker that reminds me of that. You can go get your own over there. And then I'm just gonna probably do some gold, because gold will stand out on the back. And these do come rolled up, the deco foil. This I got at Hobby Lobby, I don't know, a few years ago, but they don't sell it anymore from what I see. Because Hobby Lobby started doing like their own branding, I noticed. So that's why I got some really good Tim Holtz clearance over there this last summer. But now I go back and they just don't have it. They have their own brand. So I would love to know, are you guys ready for Christmas? Gosh, it's like sneaking up on us. Like I thought I was prepared, but then work got really crazy. I had a lot of extra assignments due at school, which I should have known, but I thought I checked ahead, but I did not. Not all professors are created equal. So I've had most professors, when you have 2 and 3 assignments due in 1 week, they kind of give you a heads up and they let you know, or they tell you in their welcome video, or something will kind of alert you to that. And so when I was following along in the syllabus, I just didn't realize certain assignments were due at the same time. So that's my bad. So then I've been scrambling to do all of that. And I do get a break for school, so that's really nice. I'm excited about that. And then I get a break from work, so it's just the end of the year push. And I don't have to do anything with my my mink. So there's rollers on top and on bottom, so I get a really good impression regardless of the foil that I use. If you're using a laminator, I'm not experienced in that, so I just know you have to heat up the laminator for a very long time for it to even get hot enough for the foil to adhere. So I'm thinking, like, I know Nancy from Nancy Stamps on Foiling Snobs Club has said like 15 to 30 minutes, because I think she's used both. So I got this at Joann's 7 years ago, and they were having a sale. And that's when Joann's was much more forgiving with their coupon policy. So I was able to use this on, with the coupon. You can no longer do that with them. They're not as buyer friendly as they used to be, which is really unfortunate. But, you know, kind of a sign of the times sometimes. So I'm just going to quickly do these 4 card fronts, and you can watch the ooh and the ah and the reveal. And then when we come back, I am going to cut these up. I'm so excited. I just love these Santa on the buses. The vintage Santa, I love it. And with these, I don't need sentiments, because it says greetings, it says hi, it's, you know, Merry Christmas. I don't need to worry about any of that. You could personalize this, because there's no name right there where it says for. These are just so nostalgic, and I just think these will be perfect on card fronts. So I'm not going to strictly do a foiled card front, I think. I think I'm going to mix it up a little bit with some ink blending and maybe some ephemera, some ribbon. I don't know. So we do want these to cool down. They're cooled down already. So what we're going to do, and I did miss a little spot over there, so I do realize that, but is we're just going to start peeling it off. And that is so, so pretty. Oh my gosh. That teal is just beautiful on that. I don't know. There you go. You can kind of pick up on that. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. So we have the negative. I'm going to save the negative, and then I am going to get out some blank toner sheets, and I can foil the negative onto a toner sheet. You can buy black toner sheets from Deco Foil on Amazon. I think they have them, they used to have them at Joann's as well. And you could buy them, you could buy colored toner sheets from Crafty Critta, which they are my favorite foil supplier. So this did not foil perfectly, but it's beautiful. And if I put something over the top of it, you're not going to notice the little, I might have not dustied right, because it looks like there's specks right there. So that's fine though. And then we have the negative there. And when you use the negative, go back and watch my other foiling video. I do show you what happens with that, and that's kind of just as magical. I love it. And it just peels up. So this might be the gold, because this didn't really foil perfectly either. You can kind of see the imperfections. So either my dusty wasn't the greatest, or it's the foil, which I'm not worried about. I've never, so I'm going to turn this off because I'm not going to foil any more backgrounds right now. I've never had that issue with Crafty Critta though, just to let you know. It's a thicker foil. It's just constructed better. But this is an affordable option, the Deco Foil. It's beautiful. No one is going to be critiquing your foiling except for yourself. We are our own worst critics. So there we go. So now we have some card fronts to go with our images that we're going to go ahead and cut up and put on actual card fronts. And I think I'm just going to use strips of these to enhance the pictures. So I'm super excited to do that. And we'll roll right over into that once I get a little bit more of my day done and I have some freedom later. Okay, thanks guys. See you real soon. Okay, so I've had to do this video in 2 separate parts because of timing. And I lost the first video, I thought, when my phone updated, but I found it on my iCloud account. So I'm picking up not really where I left off, but kind of. So I want to make cards out of the supplies from the first half of the video. And I'm going to try to put this video together, but it may not make sense. So I apologize if that happens. But we did the foiling. I did cut up some foil because I thought I completely lost the video. So I already did make some cards. So I'll show those at the end, but I'm going to show how I made the cards out of the foil. I'm not going to use the whole card front of the foil for my card. I kind of want to mix it up just a little bit, but you could, because this is beautiful and this would be perfect to be a card front, and it fits right on an A2 with a little bit of a border. So you could add some ink blending on your card. You could do glue and glitter. You could do pattern paper. You could do whatever you wanted, or you could just leave it like this or do a different color card. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down the card front. And I started doing that over here with this because I thought that this would match better. And I'm going to use the printables that I have. And I'm going to, these are the ones that are from Red Deb. And this, I believe, were in the same kit. So I'm going to use these little cut aparts that are perfect for an A2 focal point. And what I did is I cut down the card front of the foil to 2 inches. And then I'm going to get some pattern paper, which I already found some pattern paper. I'm going to cut that down to 3 inches, which I believe I already did. Yeah, oh, just a little shy of 3 inches. Because remember, I thought I lost the video, so I was just going to go ahead and make the cards because I needed them for my work party anyway. And I'm going to put a card together. I'm going to use the Night Before Christmas Santa Claus, and I'm just going to cut it with my paper trimmer. And I'm going to try not to leave very big of a border, if any. But if I do, I think that's going to be okay. I hope you can see me. I hope I'm in frame. I think I'm really close. My cat kind of knocked everything down before I realized, oh, there's the video and I can finish it. So, you know, it's an adventure in the craft room, and this is real life, and perfection is an illusion. So we are going to be just fine with creating in basically real time here. Everything gets so busy the last week or two of the year because I'm expecting company. My mom comes in from out of town. I'm in like a broken record. I'm in school this year. I work, and then I have a new grandbaby. And just in general, without all of the external factors, my life gets really, really busy at the end of the year. And a lot of that is because I do work in mental health. And this does not tend to be a very happy time for that demographic that I work with. And so my job is to make this, and I'm going to start gluing this down. So my job as a mental health counselor is to make this the best time of year that I possibly can and provide as much support and hopefully bring joy. So I'm in charge of like our client Christmas party, things like that. So we go kind of out of our way to make things extra special. So it just gets busy. And if we have like an audit on top of that, which we kind of do right now, it's even more. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I cut this down to 2 inches, and it doesn't necessarily need to, I want to fill up the whole card front and not really provide a border if I can, because there's going to be kind of a lot going on. It doesn't necessarily need to be in a specific direction unless if your toner background is directional. I realize that this paper is bigger than the card front. I'm going to glue it down first anyway. And then I'm going to cut it. Because to me, that's just easy, kind of easier than pre-measuring everything. Okay. And kind of just making a mess. Let's wipe it up. I don't mind doing this. It's an extra step. You could pre-measure and that's fine, but I'm okay with this. So I just cut this down as close to the edge as I can get without cutting anything else off. And so this is going to be my card front. And then I'm going to pop this little guy up on it. But before I do that, I want to provide him a little bit of backing. And I don't know what paper I want to use for that. Or if I even want to do like a full backing, which that's kind of okay. I could do that and then pop that up. That would be a little bit of fun and to be something different than what I already did. If I want to do 2 different, I kind of like that, to be honest. I think for this, I think this is what I am going to do. This isn't what I did with my other cards, excuse me, but I will show you what I did with the other cards. Okay. When we're all about to finish here. Let's see. So let's just glue this. As you can tell by now, I'm not a huge stickler for measuring. I mean, I know you have to be on some level when you're creating like your bases and everything like that, which is fine. I expect that. I'm a paper crafter, so I do know how to measure, and I do know that those sorts of things are important. But I don't like, because this is my self-care time and this is after work, I don't necessarily want to sit here and measure everything all night. I do just want to create. So that's kind of my lazy crafty girl way out of it. And I'll save the rest. So I have my world's best foam tape, which convinced me otherwise because it really is. I've had great success with this foam tape. The release backing is a dream, and it has lasted me a long time. Although through my Christmas card making, I'm going through it pretty fast, but I don't mind going on to Amanda Stevens' website and ordering more. So that's nice. And that's Pear Blossom Press, because she does the lights for all the light up cards. So that's fun. Okay, so that's going to be done. This is the card that I made. And when I cut down the foiled card front, I make so much more out of these. And I love just kind of piecing cards together and making it look fun. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut one of these buses out, because I want it to be, and I want to use this one. I think this one is so cute. I love the vintage Santa with the vintage reindeer, and it says it's Christmas. So we will see if this will fit on an A2 or not, but I do have a 5x7 card base on standby if that does need to be done. So I haven't created a video, like I haven't had a video come out in about just probably over a week. I don't even think I had one come out last week, just because I had those three assignments and the 2 assignments, and I had a lot going on. So I have some goals for 2025, because I really do enjoy doing the videos. I got some, I'm not getting a whole lot of views right now, which I do understand, but I'm getting some really positive feedback and some messages, and people send me emails. It's really kind. Or they kind of show me love over there on Instagram, because I do have more of a following over there. But one of my 2025 goals is to spend more time doing what I love without breaking the bank, because I did not have a no-buy 2024, and I have a basket full of brand new supplies next to me. And obviously purchasing more craft supplies does not equal more time in the craft room, like I wanted to tell myself when I was purchasing them. So I kind of want to do a low buy for 2025 and some new little crafty adventures. And for me, that's YouTube. So that is definitely not going to fit on an A2, but I just love this image. Absolutely love it. This could be its own little shaped card. I could hinge it with paper if I wanted to. There's so many possibilities for this little printable. And again, it is Red Deb over on Etsy. So I'm not on her design team or sponsored by her or anything. I just kind of discovered her because I started purchasing other things like vintage type things on Etsy that were her style, and so she popped up as a suggestion and love it. So I want to use this to go in the background with this, because to me, Santa's driving through the forest and going to the Christmas tree lot, and they're singing, and it's just a happy little image. It makes me happy. So I think we have to do a little bit more of that as well in 2025. Make ourselves happy. Self-care is really important. Okay, that's uneven. So let's flip it over. And I did have one of my lights go out, so I hope it's not too dark or distracting. So I'm all off today, aren't I? But I didn't lose that video, so that's good. So I'm just going to use this as the card front. And I am going to put the image over it. Just going to glue it, spread as much glue as I can. And this comes from a paper pack from Michael's last year, because they always have, you know, the Christmas paper packs. This might be a little bit bigger. So either, I don't think my card base is off. I'm normally pretty good about trying to measure my card bases. This paper might be off because it had a little bit of chunk out from the top and I didn't notice that. It was just like a fun variety pack from Michael's, a recollection variety pack. So that was a lot of fun. I'm probably going to pop him up to give it the card a little bit more interest. There's no foiling on this one. I could, which I probably will, get some Nuvo drops out and maybe add some interest to the card. So let me get my correct scissors out first and start putting it down. See, this backing is so, it's like a dream. And I have cat hair on my desk. That is lovely. Okay. Now I know I'm kind of milking the Christmas cards. Let's be honest. I know a lot of crafters are on to Valentine's. I'm probably creating for spring. New Year's cards are fun. I love creating Christmas cards. I absolutely could do it year round. I love it. I have so many Christmas supplies. I just could create it year round. I'm obviously not going to because I know that doesn't spark as much joy for people, but and I do like to create for other things too. So, okay. There I go. And I think I'm just going to take out my Nuvo drops, and this is just, these are just crystal glitter drops. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's just to add a little bit of dimension because they're driving through the forest. And I'll try to count the odd. 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9. And then I'm going to go in here. 10, 11, 12, 13. And that doesn't show up a whole lot, and it may not show up on camera at all. But let me lift it up. It just gives it a tad of dimension and the effects of snow. This is really fun. I could send this to family, put some fun pictures of my grandson in here, and you know, it would be a perfect little Christmas card. I think I'm going to give this, I know who I'm going to give this to at work. I think I'm going to give it to the doctor at work. That screams him to me. So, okay. I have this off to the side. I'm going to have to let those Nuvo drops dry, preferably overnight. So they are self-leveling. So if you start moving them, they're going to go around. Okay, so we have this card that I just made really quickly. Once everything's cut up, these cards go really quick. That's why I like to do them. And I get to foil, which is one of my favorite things to do. And this card front, or this toner sheet, is a colored toner sheet. And this did come from Crafty Critta. And this was me using the negative. So that's really exciting. Okay, so we're just going to kind of go through here. And here's another one. It's the whole Merry Christmas. And these images are just too cute. I just could not get over how cute they are. And I did them in different directions. I did different paper, it's a really, really good scrap buster to create something like this. So I really like these. And this to me, you know, it's the paint book. It's the Merry Christmas paint book. So it's extra color. And we have Rudolph. And then we have, of course, Frosty the Snowman. So those are just a lot of fun to create. I love scrap cards. I love a good scrap buster. I love the foiling. This is one I did not use, but I probably will because I have a few images left over. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if it's a little bit choppy, but I had some technical difficulties. And I'm going to get ready to do a journal flip through. And that's not Christmas. It's just a Christmas gift I created for somebody. So you want to stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for a lot of exciting things coming up. Like I said, Christmas gets really busy. I do have a lot going on. So make sure you hop on over to Instagram and give me a follow. I'm really active over there. I may not be in the craft room for a little bit, but I am going to try to be throughout the week. Okay, thank you guys. Have happy holidays.